Hey everybody, so today again what I'm going to do is talk about my perfume purchases for this month, and there are 3 of them. I felt really compelled to pick one of the 2 Narciso Rodriguez scents that I was kind of circling like a vulture, and I ended up with both because I'm indecisive and I just couldn't make up my mind. So both of them came home with me. They're fantastic. I mean fabulous. I mean life-changing scents. Let's talk about them. The first one that I knew I was going to get for sure was the Fleur Musk, the new one for this spring. And oh my god, yes, it is a spring fragrance. First of all, can we just appreciate the bright pink bottle? Yes, it's really lovely. What a fantastic design. I really love Narciso Rodriguez design. The clean lines. Inspiration are buildings of New York, because that's where Narciso Rodriguez is creating from. And yes, of course, that totally reminds me of the rectangular, very clean shapes of high-rises. This scent is gorgeousness personified. It is a feminine fiddle song of love. It is just, if I could look up love, or romanticism rather, in the dictionary, a picture of this fragrance would be next to it. There's this vintage rose with old books sort of undertone. There's a small amount of greenery that is very spring-like. And there is the Narciso musk that is just, oh, I die for that musk. I live and die for that musk. I have to tell you, this is the most beautiful musk on the market right now, in my opinion. I think they really got the formula of their musk right. Again, we're not talking about natural musk that is illegal. They have formulated in their labs this magical sort of chemical component that some people are anosmic to, and that happens to musk in general. Musk is a kind of a molecule that is difficult to formulate, and there's a percentage of people who are never going to be able to smell it. I am so happy that's not my case, because this musk is fantastic. It's the most beautiful musk that I have smelled in years. They really have it right, and they keep using it. They keep using it in all of their fragrances, and good for them. I would too if I could, because this is something so special. There's a creaminess to it and cleanliness at the same time. The rose is just femininity on a toast. Thick layer of it with a butter knife. It's wonderful. I really like this one. It's going to be in my current rotation, no doubt. It's so fabulous. I really recommend you test it out if you love rose and if you're a fan of the Narciso fragrances in general. Those are the 2 groups of people that I have to say, like, go and test it out for sure. It has a very high chance and a very high probability of being your jam. But I would say if you're not much of a rose lover, or you don't like super musky, rosy, vintage inspired scents, maybe not for you, but this is a romantina. This is romantic scent. Next one is the one I was circling like a year ago and continuously would get samples, and the poor sales associates would do it for me because they know me and I buy a lot of fragrances, and they really, like, we've developed a relationship at this point, so I get tons of free samples just because I love fragrances. They know I love fragrances. They are very good to me. I have like 2 or 3 essays that are very good to me. And finally I got my hands on the L'Absolu. I was really thinking about getting it for a long time, probably about a year and a half. Basically, when it came out, I sniffed it for the first time and I really liked it. And I was thinking to myself, do I need another Narciso? Is it too similar or derivative? It's nothing like anything else. It's a very clearly a Narciso Rodriguez fragrance. If you blindfolded me and let me smell it, I would recognize immediately that it is their fragrance because of the musk. The signature musk is still there. There's jasmine, patchouli, a lot of creaminess. This is a denser sort of scent. It pulls you together, but it is still very floral, and the soft femininity that is hallmark of this fragrant house is there. It's very creamy scent. Love it. I will do, obviously, a separate review on that one. It's well worth it. The last one, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about. Now, this is the Chanel No. 5 Le. When this launched, I sniffed it. and I didn't think it was that special. And then I smelled it again and I thought it was nice. And then I smelled it again and I didn't think it was that special. And then I smelled it again and I thought it was quite interesting and quite elegant twist on the citrus. And then I smelled, and basically I kept getting again the samples over samples over samples over samples. I'm still not sure how I feel about it. The problem with me and this fragrance is I really don't know what I think. I've tested it for such a long time and I've used continuously small samples, but I didn't use them for like a chunk of time where I could really form an opinion. I felt differently every time I tried it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to feel about this one. Is it going to be one of those classics that I cannot live without from Chanel, like number 5, Eau de Toilette, or the Première, or the Pure Parfum in the tiniest little bottles ever. I don't like the Eau de Parfum. I like it, but I don't love it enough to buy it yet, but I might be getting there. Number 5 is a very citrusy, jasmine-y, sort of easygoing, fizzy composition, even more fizzy than the Première, even more fizzy than the Eau de Toilette, which is my favorite. I don't know. We'll see. I just basically thought to myself, like, I'll just buy 50 ml and see how it goes. In the worst case scenario, I just won't buy it again. In the best case scenario, it'll become a true classic and I will buy it all the time. So we'll see how I feel about this. I just am not sure. I'm just not sure. Once I really dip my toes in it and swim in it and maybe drown in it a little bit and then maybe come out on the shore and dry out and maybe go back in and just really have a very good taste for it, then I will talk about it. Right now, I don't know. That's it for today. I hope it was fun for you. Was there any fragrance that you are either lusting after or that you have purchased this month or a few months ago that you love, that you absolutely are like head over heels? This is my signature. This is what I want to wear always, always. Shower it on me kind of scent. Like, is there a scent like that right now for you? And if so, let me know what it is. That's it for today, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.